How do older women flirt here are 10 signs she's totally into you. Hey, welcome to Eternal Virtues. Today we're diving into something a lot of guys wonder about but never actually talk about. How do older women show interest? Now, let's be clear. Flirting doesn't disappear with age. If anything, it gets bolder, more intentional. Older women know what they want, and they don't waste time playing games. So if you've ever caught yourself wondering, wait, is she flirting with me? This video is for you. Let's break it down with real examples and stories, so you'll never miss the signs again. One, she makes eye contact on purpose. Let me tell you about my friend Jake. He was at a book club meetup. Yes, Jake reads, and he noticed a woman across the room locking eyes with him multiple times. He told me it wasn't just one look, it was three. And the last time she didn't even look away. That was enough for him to walk over and say, "Hi, now they've been for 2 months. Older women are subtle but deliberate. Eye contact is the first clue. And if you see it more than once, that's your cue. Two, her smile has a message. I remember grabbing coffee one morning. The woman behind me in line turned around, looked me straight in the eye, and gave me this warm, knowing smile. I smiled back. She didn't look away. Then she said, "You look like someone who needs strong coffee today." That's a doorway, a moment created on purpose. Older women smile with intention. When it's for you, you'll feel it. Three, she starts the conversation and keeps it going. My cousin Rob told me he was approached at a gallery opening by a woman in her 50s. She asked what he thought about the art. 10 minutes later, they were deep into a conversation about life, travel, and music. She ignored the rest of the crowd and zoned in on him. Older women don't just make small talk. If she's asking follow-up questions, listening closely, nodding, laughing at your jokes, it's real interest. If she didn't care, she'd keep it polite and move on. For she finds excuses to touch you. I once had dinner with a group of friends and was seated next to a woman in her late 40s throughout the night. She kept touching my arm when she laughed, brushing her hand against mine when passing the wine, and at one point she said, "You're funny, I like that." With her hand still on mine, that was not casual. That was a signal. Older women know the impact of touch. It's a way to bridge the gap, to test the waters physically. Five, she mentions other men, but it's about you. A friend of mine once told me about a woman at his gym who brought up how one of the trainers kept complimenting her legs. She laughed it off and then looked at him and said, "What do you think? That's not about the trainer, that's about you." It's a way of saying other people want me, are you paying attention? This kind of playful bragging is about testing your interest, don't miss it. Six, she tells you she's single if a woman brings up her relationship status without you asking. That's a big clue. I was talking to a woman I met at a networking event, and out of nowhere she said, "Honestly, I love my freedom. Being single at this age is underrated." That wasn't random, that was an opening. She was telling me I'm available and open to something. If she wasn't into me, she wouldn't have said a word. I was once chatting with a client, and during a break she casually asked, "So what does your girlfriend think about your work schedule?" I laughed and said, "No girlfriend." She raised an eyebrow and said, "That's surprising. Boom, that's flirting." Disguised as a casual question, older women know how to ask the right question to get the answer they want. Eight, she seems to always be around. There was this woman at my gym who always seemed to finish her workouts around the same time as me. At first I thought nothing of it, but then she started making small comments like, "You're really consistent, same time every day." Later, I realized she had adjusted her schedule to match mine. That's effort. If she keeps showing up in your orbit, it's probably not a coincidence. Nine, she gets personal. If a woman starts asking about your past, your fears, your passions, she's digging deeper. One woman once asked me, "What's something you regret not doing in your 20s? That's not casual, that's connection. Older women flirt with depth. They want to know who you are when the surface fades. If she's getting real, it's not just friendly curiosity, it's interest. 10. She compliments you. A woman once told me you have a very grounding energy. It's calming. That's not a generic. You look good. That's noticing who I am. Another woman once pointed out how I hold eye contact and said that's rare in men these days. Older women notice the details, and when they speak them out loud, It's because they've been paying attention. Accept it, appreciate it, don't overthink it. So now you know the signs: eye contact that lingers, smiles with depth, personal questions, unexpected compliments, gentle touches. Older women are direct in a subtle way. They're confident they're not playing games, but they do expect you to pick up on their signals. So the next time you find yourself wondering, is she flirting with me? Go back to this list. If more than two of these are happening, chances are, yes, she definitely is. Have you ever missed one of these signs and realized it later? Tell us your story in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. See you in the next one.